Chinese President Xi Jinping made a keynote speech here at the 2024 FOCAC summit in capital Beijing. In his speech, President Xi said relationship with Africa is right now at its best in history. He also said he wants to continue working with the African countries and marching towards the road to modernization.
Topic about modernization is repeatedly said by the President Xi.
It's an amazing speech that gives the hope for people who live in Africa and China, because it presents a plan to develop
And develop together.
One thing that I mostly remember is the modernization, making change together.
Although thousands of miles away, China's journey over decades from poverty alleviation, reform and opening up to right now following its own path toward modernization could offer some insights for African countries.
In the 70s, when the modernization process started at full, didn't have a very developed infrastructure, didn't have capital at hand to develop that infrastructure. And Africa is exactly in the same situation. Mm-hmm. Besides, there is a large population in Africa which still live under the poverty line, which was very similar to the case of China during the 70s.
And this time, a time when China has decided to upgrade its relations with Africa to an all-weather China-Africa community with a shared future for the new era. President Xi asked to advance that modernization.
And that modernization, he hopes, is just and equitable, open and win-win, put people first, inclusive and diverse, and also eco-friendly, and underpinned by peace and security.
Nowadays, when we talk about modernization, we need to be environmentally consciously. I think that China is a very good example of that, because China it's the country with the largest capacity when it comes to solar panels.
President Xi said they will open the trade and also 0% tariff barrier for the trade.
China has a lot of, we can say, experience in agriculture, using technology in agriculture. So it's so important for African countries to take this experience as an example to develop their economy.
Altogether, China and Africa account for 1/3 of the world's population. And President Xi believes the joint pursuit of modernization by China and Africa will set off a wave of modernization in Global South.
So you are from Chile and right now based in Austria. This forum is about China and Africa. Why did you come here?
Because first of all, I think that this forum it's very similar to the sense of most corporations from the Global South. What Africa needs, it's a very representative and transversal need from the Global South. We need infrastructure, we need capital, we need technological transfer, and the Western powers are not willing to provide none of this in none of these dimensions. The European countries, which are our traditional business partners in Latin America, they never invest in our continent. Hopefully the media does it in a less biased manner, because what we see in the Western media reporting this forum, it's always what does China want in Africa? Which are the interests of China in Africa? But we never hear about what does Africa want. We can just listen to what they have to say. They say that what they want are things that China is actually willing to offer to them.